All right, day 7. Today's assignment is for you to compare your list with someone else's. Now, I know that some of you are not doing this as a group. You're doing this as an individual looking for better community inside your church, and that is absolutely fine. You'll find in the description that I have some pointers for you down there and how you can accomplish that. But for those of you who are going through this as a family, even if you're just doing steps 6 and 7 as a family, here are some ways that you can have these conversations in order to get the most out of today. Okay, today's assignment is pretty easy. It really shouldn't take you that long to do if everybody has already made their list of 5 people who they want to get closer to. Now, remember, my challenge to you is to find somebody to mentor you, or for you to be a mentor to. Now, in addition to that, as you're going over your list today, what I would like for you to do is to think about, look for the people in the list who, it's really easy when we're talking about community to be really self-centered, and to think about how can the people in my church community benefit me. But now I want you to shift that focus and say, okay, who needs me the most? All right, who can I be a blessing to? And who could I get close to in order to leverage that relationship to be a blessing to them? Now, I am currently standing in our kids' room here, and so it's messy and crazy and fun and colorful. And this conversation is easier to have with my wife than it will be to have with my kids, because they're just going to list 5 people that they want to have over for a play date or something like that. And so really shifting the focus onto the other people in this list can be a really beneficial way to grow the list and to really focus in on who the Lord is calling me to really invest in the coming month. Now, I also want to remind you of this thing called the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is incredibly powerful because basically the principle from the 80-20 rule is if you have 100 people over to your house, probably only 20 of them will be people who you can really lock into in really great relationship. And so don't get discouraged if you are making these lists and then you start investing in these people, you start inviting people over, and it doesn't just click right away, and it doesn't just like explode into suddenly you're like, wow, this is amazing. But use the 80-20 rule to your advantage. Invite more people into your house, into your space, into your life than you think necessary, and you will find those 20 people who will really absolutely change your life and help you advance the kingdom of the gospel in your community. So take this to heart, really have some good conversations today, and find the people in your church who God is calling you to invest in. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.